2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready.
Welcome to Straight Talk TV, the show that cares about you. And here's our host, Tony Brown.
Thank you, Steve. Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk TV. It truly is the show that cares about you. And we like to say where the information comes from you, the people, to the people. And today is what it's going to be. It's coming from the people to the people. We have some powerful young people from graduates from the HBCU. Also, we have some youth from throughout the Portland and Oregon and Washington area. And also we have two special people that are going to be joining us. They started some phenomenal programs that assisted these people, these young folks on their path. But before we get into the program, please, everyone, stand in your heart and in your mind for the Black National Anthem.
Yes, yes.
Is one. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought. Facing the rising sun, how the day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Let us march on till victory is won. Is won. Is won.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
So Hannah and Steve McCoy, Black National Anthem. And they say, until victory is won, and we're marching on. And these programs that we're going to hear about today, there was something that moved these people in order to march on and to assist these young people in their path. And what we're going to do is we're going to share, we're going to have each youth share the program that they was involved with, the school, college that they went to, and what they're doing today. And then we're going to talk to the CEOs and the founders of these special programs. And then we got some history that we're going to share with you as well. So right at the top there, I think we have Miss Reginald Archibald. Sir, please share with us how you got involved with the program that you're involved with, how you got involved with the program, and what you are doing today. Use your elevator speech, sir. Time.
Thank you, Tony Brown. Hello, everybody. My name is Reggie Archibald II. I am a rising senior at Langston University, majoring in computer science with a minor in mathematics. The program I'm a part of is the MOCA Mentoring Program, founded by Michael Hankel Sr., who's on this call. He's like a uncle to me, so I've known him for a while, since birth. He nurtured me, took care of me, looked out for me. I played sports. He was my coach. And then he told me about this amazing program he founded, which was basically reaching out to students in the local area and getting us connected with HBCUs. So through that program, I was able to get connected with Langston University, and I got a full ride academic scholarship to attend.
Oh man, we're gonna give you a clap praise. Absolutely, absolutely. And we're gonna go right to my, and excuse me, Ms. Faith, we should have went ladies first. So excuse us for that. Miss Faith Rogers, please.
Hi, my name is Faith Rogers. I am a part of the DOTI program, and I started that about in high school when I was a senior when we went on a trip to do with the MOCA program. I am still a current student at Prairie View A&M University. I am a senior that will be graduating this fall, and I am a marketing major with a minor in psychology.
I'll give you a clap praise. And I'm gonna put a shout out right now. Straight Talk can definitely use your marketing skills. Okay. Let's go to Mr. Michael Hankins. This is Junior. Go ahead, Junior, sir. Michael.
Hello, I'm Michael Hankins Jr., a rising senior at Langston University, currently majoring in agricultural business. As you know, Michael Hankins Sr. is here, that's my father, so I've been a MOCA mentoring student since I can remember. I just wrapped up my second internship with CoBank, a cooperative farm credit system bank in Colorado. So I'm back on campus now, starting school next week. I'm also an 1897 land grant institution scholar, so just a little bit.
Oh, appreciate you. Clap praise for you. Clap praise for you. Next to you is Miss Janice. Is that correct? Am I saying it correct? Janisa Bailey. Am I saying that correctly?
Janessa.
Janessa, please.
Hi, my name is Janessa Bailey. I'm an incoming sophomore at Langston University, and I am a hyper major from Federal Way, Washington, and I'm also a part of the MOCA program.
Oh, absolutely. Clap praise for you. Clap praise for you. And then right next to you, we have Miss Bree Holyfield.
Yes.
Please.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ambrea Holyfield. I went to a PWI to obtain my undergraduate degree, and I am currently at an HBCU in Texas to obtain my master's degree in organizational communication. And the program that I am blessed to be a part of is the DATI program, and my mentor is Dr. Audrey Terrell. Thank you.
Clap praise for you. Clap praise. And right next to you is Mr. Austin Frazier. Please, sir.
Hey, y'all. It is such a pleasure to meet you guys. Before I even get started, man, y'all are some smart people, man. I just want to say, as a brother who graduated with a 1.5 GPA, man, seeing y'all out here getting your masters, doing all this crazy stuff, man, y'all are like, my mind is blown. So it's just an honor to be in the same room as you guys. I am an associate of the wonderful Dr. Terrell. She is the grandmother of one of my classmates, Corey. I came into contact with her through there. And I am currently a paraeducator at Truman Elementary. I do music and film programs. So that's me.
Oh, give you a clap praise. Give you a clap praise. And I'm going to come back to the youth. Okay, so stay tuned. Right now, we're going to go over to a video. And sometimes I have found it, and others have shared with me, to understand where we've been, to understand our future, the present, and to understand the future. So we're going to show a video that's going to kind of give us all a visual and a perspective of where we're at today and what is happening today and why it is happening. Steve, could you please play the video?
Do you think that America is ready for a woman president?
I think America is more ready for a woman president than it has ever been before. I am not the candidate for Black America, although I'm Black and proud. I'm not the candidate for female America, although I'm equally proud of that. I'm a candidate for all Americans.
While other Democratic candidates jet across the state, she travels in a Greyhound bus, accompanied by her supporters and a small band of journalists. The atmosphere is decidedly folksy.
She couldn't raise the kind of money that the guys had raised, but I did a lot of fundraising. Brunches for Shirley Chisholm, fashion shows for Shirley Chisholm.
Shirley Chisholm puts in a 14-hour campaign day. When she's not on a platform, she's canvassing in the streets and the public parks.
I actually was the one who talked to Huey Newton and convinced him that the Black Panther Party should get involved in her campaign, and they did. And then, so we conducted a massive voter registration drive. And so we did it differently.
Shirley Chisholm plays her piano at an Arlington cocktail party. It's being held in her honor by affluent white ladies. They hope she can get enough delegate support to influence the party platform at its July convention.
Mr. Chisholm, how does it feel to be the first black woman in Congress?
Well, it's long overdue, but it's the most wonderful feeling.
I had a course in government, and part of the course requirement was to work in a presidential campaign. And I said, no way, these guys don't reflect the issues and the concerns that I have. But at the same time, I was president of the Black Student Union. I invited Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm to speak.
What is so wrong with an Indian for the head of the Department of Interior, and a woman for the head of HEW? Yes, and a black man for vice president.
She came and she spoke, and she said she was ready for president. And she talked about immigrant rights. She spoke fluent Spanish. She talked about reproductive health care for women. I have a picture of several of us young women with Shirley, and I'm sort of in the background looking over at her in awe. And I felt like, oh my God, this woman, she's taken on this white male-dominated Congress. I ended up organizing the Northern California Shirley Chisholm primary campaign out of my class at Mills College.
Hands reach out for her, as they once did for Bobby Kennedy. And in Quincy, the candidate catches fire. Despite the people's wholehearted response, most of America's black political leaders are withholding their support.
I remember going to the Black Political Convention in Gary, Indiana, and the guys would not allow the endorsement for her to come forward, even though she was the only black person running for the presidency. Some called her crazy. Some said she didn't know what she was doing. I mean, it was very, very tense.
While the Black caucus bickered to find a consensus male candidate, Mrs. Chisholm outmaneuvered them by declaring herself the champion of America's black people.
George Wallace was the one who turned dogs on black people in Alabama. He was the worst person in the world in terms of racism. And Shirley Chisholm went to visit him in the hospital. Well, some of us went ballistic. I could not understand why she would go visit the segregationist. And she said, he's a human being. He got shot. He's going to be paralyzed. And you never know. Maybe I can help him see his racist nature. But he then became an ally on some issues that Shirley Chisholm was working on in Congress. She was really happy about what she had accomplished. She said, you know, at the end, the country was different. And she said, I hope I've opened the door for people who look like me to see they can do it too. And she paved the way for Jesse Jackson and then Barack Obama.
You've been in politics now for more than 20 years. Don't you ever get tired of fighting an uphill battle?
I hope eventually to be able to just sit back and guide a lot of beautiful young leaders in this country.
I was so proud to be able to wear her pearls. Her goddaughter sent them to me. It was just for me a remarkable moment to have Shirley Chisholm there. It was because of Shirley Chisholm I am, and because of Shirley Chisholm Kamala Harris is.
Give a clap praise, please give a clap praise for Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm. And the reason I'm sharing that is because we're understanding a little bit of the past and the people that paved the way for us to even be on this Zoom, for us to be able to attend the HBCU, the different colleges. But there's a young lady that's on the call, and I'm so grateful that she has come into my path as well. She's riding or standing on the shoulders of Shirley Chisholm. Her name is Dr. Audrey Farrell, but I want to read a little something about this lady to give you a perspective. She's a retired international union auto worker. Started on the assembly line, okay? She's a staff executive, which she was responsible for over 250,000 women in the UAW. That include all workers, General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, and other UAW workplaces. And you heard Ms. Chisholm talked about what's wrong with black women being executives in the UAW, where you're meeting one tonight. Dr. Terrell is currently, she's the director of the region of 10 international coalitions of Black trade unionists, including the state of Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Utah, and Nevada. But during that time, before she got here, she had to stand up. I'm gonna read a little bit what she did. While attending Texas A&M, Texas A&I, now known as Texas A&M, and Kingsville, Texas, in the early 1970s, she actively participated in a game stoppage at Division I basketball game in protest. Now get this, in protest of not having Black professionals and Black student classes. So what we have today, a lot of us take it for granted. We say, oh, I can walk in, I can grab that book, I can learn about Black history. I got a Black professor, I got a Black coach, Professor Hankins. People had to fight for this. But today, we have a special treat. We have Dr. Audrey Terrell on the call with us. She is the founder of DATI program. Please welcome Dr. Audrey Terrell.
Thank you, Brother Tony. My goodness, tears came to my eyes when I looked on the screen and saw these young people that I've been working with for several years, not knowing what they were going, but trying to touch their lives in some way or another. I started the Dr. Audrey Terrell Institute in 2016, started going into high schools and talking to the Black student unions and talking about, hey, let's go on a HBCU tour, and several of them went with me, and or went to, if they didn't go, got them in opportunities to go to schools or go to University of Oregon and get some education on how to prepare yourself for school, for college, the funding and everything you need to go to college. I just want to add something back that make me the person that I am, because when I had to pick cotton down South Texas, and I hated it. So I went to work making 75 cents an hour, babysitting for a lady who, when I went to work for her for 75 cents an hour, I also cleaned her house, the same 75 cents. And after 3 years, I was a senior in high school. I never told my mother that I was also cleaning that lady's house and cooking and babysitting her kids. I said, I'm going to college. And by the grace of God, I was able to get the first Black to come out of that high school with 2 scholarships and went on to college. And then when I got there and I saw that mess there was happening on there, no. I said, but I kept going and got a job working at General Motors. And I want to just say this to women. Beautiful nails and beautiful. I got a labor job. And when I was working on that line, I read the contract that said they pay for tuition assistance. I said, tuition, they'll pay for it. So I went on and got a bachelor's degree in journalism, a master's degree at the University of Massachusetts in leadership and administration, and a PhD in philosophy, and they paid for it. All I'm saying, you take the opportunities that come before you. But when I moved out here after I retired as a staff executive for the UAW, and by the way, y'all look at the news about the UAW. I know them all. I still got that 313 number. Because it pushes you on. You stay acquainted. So I can go on and on, but I'm telling you to stay connected. You young people, this is your day.
Yes.
This is your day to get registered and vote. Tell your posse, tell your friend, tell your hangouts. We are going to vote. And you want me to tell you how to vote? Yes, I'm going to tell you how to vote. This is your time now. And I'm going to keep it short, but to look at this screen, tears came to my eye because I remember you, Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, Brea, I remember. And you're going to be, I just tell them, you're going to be all that. Yeah. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to be the president, assistant president or something, director. Yeah. Yes, you are, Austin. You're going to write music. You're going to be the best. And all of you, I'm looking for, in faith, looking for you. I know, and I'm here to support you till I drop. And I just want to say to you, you're in my, not only in my prayers, but you have my support and all the other ones that are not on this program that you represent on this program tonight. Thank you, Brother Tony, for this opportunity to speak. And yes, long as I'm breathing, I'm going to be able to help you. I love youth. And I just want to end by saying this, because not only did I help you, I helped my household. Because while I was out there helping you, I helped my son become the vice president of the Utah Jazz. I helped my grandson to become a junior at the University of Oregon. So it ain't all about just being targeted. You reach out and you touch other people's lives. I love you, and there's nothing nobody can do about it. And go vote.
Absolutely. Give her a clap, praise. We appreciate you. We appreciate
Thank you so much, Dr. Terrell. You are one of the coolest people I think I have ever met in my life. Thank you so much for the incredible opportunities that you give people. I truly have so much love in my heart for you. Thank you so much, Dr. Terrell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I say something as well? I'd like to say thank you so much for getting me into Texas Southern University and helping me to transition into that with all of your support. I've appreciated it, and now I understand why your work is important. And that was one of the reasons why I changed my degree to organizational communication, because your work is contagious. So thank you. I love you so much.
I love you. Got your back, babe.
I know.
And we have another powerful, powerful pioneer. And he's standing on the shoulders. He took whatever he received from the past and brought it to the future. And he is the CEO. And I want to read a little bit about this gentleman, what he does. He's the CEO of MOCA, which stands for Motivating Our Children to Honor Academics. MOCA program serves African American intercity youth through HBC colleges tours. The state step shows that been going on. The state step shows that's been going on for 20 years straight. 20 years. Back to school programs with Nike and other community events. MOCA's program has been around for many, many, many years. It has been working with students over the years, taking them to the HBCU tour, exposing them, letting them know life has opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of MOCA, Mr. Michael Hankins. Give him a clap, praise, please.
How you doing, brother?
I'm too blessed to stress because it won't do any good anyway to stress because it's a marathon. Go ahead, sir.
You know, first of all, I want to say I'm proud of all these students that are on here, the ones that attend Langston, Prairie View, Texas Southern, and some of the students who couldn't make it that attend other schools that Dr. Terrell and myself have touched and worked with. I'm very proud of them. And to hear that, I want to say Bree is getting her master's at Texas Southern. Man, that's awesome. My youngest daughter wants to go to Texas Southern University after she graduates from high school next year. And she's visited there since she was in 6th grade. She's been to Texas Southern and Prairie View as well, where Faith attends school at. And so one of the ladies who couldn't make it on the show today, her name is Kiela Owsley. She went with Dr. Terrell and I to Texas Southern and Prairie View when she was in 8th grade. And she just got a full ride to Prairie View. She'll be attending Prairie View. She's leaving in a couple of weeks to go to Prairie View A&M.
Yes.
So we're proud of her. But the MOCA program, MOCA stands for Motivating Our Children to Honor Academics. Over the years, the MOCA program has touched over 30-something students. And with that, 37 of those students have attended HBCUs from Clark Atlanta University. I have a young lady, her name is Keani Turner, who I helped put in Clark Atlanta University on a full-ride baseball scholarship. And now she's a student teacher here in our hometown at the junior high school she went to. She graduated with honors from Clark Atlanta. We've helped over 20-something students go to college at Langston University. And 18 of those students have graduated with their degrees. And now my son, who is Michael Hankins Jr., is agriculture and finance major at Langston University, along with Janessa Bailey, who was a freshman there, is going to be a sophomore next year. And Reggie Archibald, who is at Langston University as well right now, just pledged Kappa. And so, you know, the programs that Dr. Terrell and I work with, we've been influential in their lives, and we want to continue to do the work. My wife, Sincere Hankins, who's been my backbone. We just got back from Atlanta, Georgia in October. Took 20-some students to homecoming at Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Atlanta, and then we went across the Edmund Pettus Bridge where Martin Luther King marched out with Bloody Sunday. And we also went to the National Slave Museum, took the students to the National Slave Museum in Montgomery, Alabama. And the students had my cousin lives in Montgomery, Alabama, threw a big barbecue for the students. So Data and Mocha, it's about helping our Black children see something different other than just hanging out and just kicking it. We want to see them progress in life and get not only their bachelor's, but their master's degrees and their doctors if possible. And like Dr. Terrell said, be CEOs of companies, presidents, and all that. We want to see our Black children make it. We want to see them do something successful.
Give you a clap praise, And I for one, I'm not the student, but I felt like a student when we was at those HBCU tours and running around with the youth and going to the different events that were going on. It was powerful. So anyone in the sound of my voice viewing this program, if you have youth, you have know some youth or know some parents, get in touch with these folks on these programs, Mocha and Dacta, because it's phenomenal. It gives our youth the opportunity to look at life in a different perspective. And who knows? We just saw what Shirley Chisholm said, president. Speaking of the president, if you will, and I'm gonna come back to the youth, but speaking of the president, you see how they just flow? Steve, could you please play the video of presidential candidate Kamala Harris?
Okay, I think we have video, so let's take a look at it.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom. Freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
I'ma keep on running because the winner don't quit on themselves.
Wow. Absolutely, absolutely. And I want to show that video because that's where we at. We went to the past. We're in the present. Now we're going to the future. But I want to drop a note for us, a statistic. 1964, they fought for the voting right. 1965 was passed. So if my math is kind of right, it was 60 years when they started, 59 years ago, that we actually got the right. Now, I'm gonna drop something here. Catch this. It was an act. It's not a law. It was an act passed to vote. So every 10 years, they have to vote for that act again. That's why they were so able to compress the votes, the Supreme Court, and attack that because it's not law. So it is so important for all of us, and the sound of my voice and wherever this might go, to understand from the bottom to the top, we have to vote. We have to vote to put people in our best interest, not just for the day, because Dr. Terrell and Coach Akins have passed the torch to the young, beautiful people on this call. It's on y'all. We here for you. We here for you. Get that. We get you. We hear you. but it's on you, each and every one of you and all your friends that you can reach and touch. History, the present, and the future. What I like to do right now, I like to go to each one of our youth, and when you saw or seen that video or heard that the vice president was running for the president, how did it make you feel? I'm gonna go to the young lady in the top. Faith, please.
I felt excited, to be honest, about just finally having a woman candidate. And I just personally feel like for me, seeing someone that looks like us doing her part as a woman is very important because we had about 4 years of chaos. Then we're trying to get back to normal. And, now we're just having clarity as a nation on that we're excited for a new change.
Now, Faith, what I would like to do, I'd like you to mention what you're doing right now, because we might have some people just came on. What you're doing right now as well.
Right now, what I'm doing is focusing on just a few classes for like my psychology major to really finish for graduating in the fall, and then focusing on all my marketing classes just to get ahead of everything, and then trying to start going into doing human resources and getting ready for my master's.
Okay, we're gonna give you a clap praise again. I just want some of the viewers that might be just chiming in to understand and hear a little bit about you. Miss Bailey, if you will, please, what was it like for you when you heard that VP Harris was running?
I mean, I was happy to see somebody that looked like me, running for candidacy, but I didn't really have too many thoughts on it because I usually try to stay away from like politics just because it's so messy sometimes. But I was happy to see someone that looked like me running.
But you know what? You can really change that. Your age group, 18 to 34, they say they on the move. It's not gonna be messy when y'all get through with it. Y'all gonna get it right. Y'all gonna get it right. We believe in you that you're gonna get it right. Our next, Bree, if you will, please.
I felt like it was long overdue, and I'm excited about the future now because when she wins, I feel like she's going to bring a national sense of community engagement, and that's important.
And I like what you said. You spoke it into existence. You said, when she wins, when she wins. And speaking into existence, what is going to make it happen. And where's the young man? So I want to hear from the young men too. Are they busy right now? We had a couple of young men on. Michael Hankins, is you still there? Okay, when they come back, I want to hear from them as well, because we as men, this affects us too. All this that they're suppressing and all the laws and that's being suppressed or taken away, it's not just the women. We got to stand up and ride with you to make this a possibility, make it happen. I like what you said, make it happen, because it's time. And both the young ladies spoke about how good it felt. But put this in a thought. Our parents, grandparents, all it was a thought for them. We are now living in it. We're now living in history. We don't have to read about it. We are living in history. Dr. Terrell, please.
Brother Tony, I just want to say this, that the age and stage that I am now and all I've gone through, I am just so happy. I'm just, oh my God. And with that, and I want to say these to these female, all of you that are on, especially the youth, that I lived in Oakland for 25 years. And I'm acquainted to the circle of people and what she did in Oakland. So when she touched ground in Portland, I'm gonna grab you guys. Come on, let's go meet her. Let's go, because I want you to get around her. She's that kind of person. Let me just say that. And I want you to see and hear and talk to her and hear what she had to go through and get personal with her. She's all that. She can talk to you. But I'm just saying that this is the time. I lived long enough to see all the struggles, all we went through. is about to come where we're gonna women, people of color. It means something. It means a lot, and we have a voice, and we can go and vote and make a difference. And youth, you are the prime ones now. Go forth, get yourself, make sure you're registered, make sure your friends are registered, and do what you can. And as the seniors around here, as myself, we come up with our money as far as financially. You all vote because she's opening the doors for opportunities for you to be those leaders over Boeing, leaders over all of these corporations. And it's our time now. So I say to you, and I'm happy, I am just overjoyed. I'm a journalist, but also a news advocate. I watch the news just happy, even when the derogatory things come out. I don't let it bother me. We tough, sisters. You are tough. Faith, you tough. You can take it. And she's going to be able to stand there. She's an example for you to go forth. And she's cracked the door. Now all of us going to walk through. All of us, male, female, people of color, the gay people, those whose rights have been just overlooked and they're trying to subdue. No, it is going to happen. And I believe it, as someone spoke it earlier, and I'm going forth with it. Thank you for this opportunity.
We appreciate Dr. Terrell. And if you remember in that picture, Representative Congress Lady Chisholm, she had Representative Barbara Lee by the hand. She was walking her with the hand. She didn't let go. We're not letting go of you. Come on, we're gonna ride with you. But she opened the door, like she said, I just want to be able to just be able to be there and have the door open. I'm paraphrasing now. But you, young people, for all of us at one stage, to be able to come through that door, and now that the door is open, let's keep it open because we have to open it for someone else. Coach Hankins, please.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what would you like? Say that one more time, Tony.
What you felt like?
Kamala Harris.
Yes.
You know, she's a black woman, and of course we want somebody of color in office. We don't want Trump in office, and we definitely don't want Biden. And so she would be the next. She would be the next candidate, and you know, she speaks well, and like Dr. Terrell said, she knows her because she was I think worked with the district attorney in Oakland, California for a number of years, and she speaks well. So we're gonna see what it's playing out to be. You know, they're trying to set it up for Trump. You know, everything's been a ploy, but I would like to see somebody else of color in office, and she would be that person.
Appreciate that, sir. Appreciate that, sir. Now, I got one more question for each one of the ladies that's on. If you had an opportunity, and it's coming because Dr. Terrell had just stated that she's coming, she wants to take y'all to see her.
Right.
What would you say to her? We'll start with Faith. No, I'll start with you first, Faith. I'm gonna go over to Miss Bailey, Janisa. When you meet Kamala Harris, what would you say to
her? I honestly have no idea. I'd probably just thank her for like representing us. But I'm not really sure what I would say to her, to be honest.
You just said a whole lot right there. Thank you for representing us, because we can't even imagine what she's going through.
Right.
We can't even imagine. We can't imagine what she's been through, what she's going through, and what she's going to have to go through. So that statement right there is powerful. Let's go over to Bree, and then I'll come to you, Faith. Miss Bree, please.
I would say thank you for remodeling the vision for my future and everyone else in America and beyond. And then I would ask her, how can I help?
Ooh, oh, wow. Great. Yes. Miss Faith, yes.
I would say to her, thank you so much. And I appreciate that you see us. and the importance of just always making sure that every person is represented in the United States and having her campaign Beyond Freedom. So I'd really just want to thank her and just do everything in my power to help her win.
Okay, appreciate it, appreciate it. Dr. Terrell, what would you say to
Thank you. As I look, I'm a Black woman, proud. I'm strong. And God made me that way. And it's time for us to be in leadership. It's our time now. And so I say to these young ladies and men that's on this line, number one, you strong because God made you that way. You can handle it. You can think. You give birth. You raise the kids. Then you take them off and you work and maintain and you're a strong women and men. So whatever it takes to think what needs to be said or done, how to represent this country and other countries and make wise decisions. I believe in us. I believe in us. So, and I said all that with boldness because I know, it's going to take that to make the decisions for this country and for other countries. So I say that to say to you people on this line, be encouraged and stand strong, get the education that's out there. Can't nobody take it away from you once you get educated. But when you see Miss Harris, just again, that's a positive. So tell her thank you for opening the door, for representing you proudly, and for saying and doing things that just we know we can do it. We just needed the opportunity, and she's doing that. I just want to say to you, all of you, stand strong. You bad girls, bad guys, and I have a lot of respect for you now, and knowing what you're going to do in the future.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Coach Hankins?
Yeah, I would like to say too as well is that I think the Black Queen has been a backbone to all of the Black kings, and also the my great grandmother and grandmother who are from rural Meridian, Mississippi. They experienced some things that they never got a chance to see this happen or come into fruition. You know what I'm saying? So like Dr. Terrell said, as a strong Black woman who comes from Texas, I think it's amazing that not only is she opening the door for people like Bree and Faith and my daughter and other Black women and Janessa, but this is a new day. It's a new day, and I support the new day. But let's stay Black and let's stay strong together. Just like the Creator said, the woman was a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? We work as a team. You know what I'm saying? And so to be that team, I think we're way more successful. We're way more powerful. We're way more stronger. That's Black excellence.
We appreciate that. We appreciate it. And
I'd
just like to say thank you to the young people that's on this call for your energy, for your strength, for enduring, and the space that you're in now and the space where you're going to be. Because I'm going to be one of the ones that's just going to be just, now look at them go. Yes. I'm going to be one of those ones. One of those ones. And Dr. Terrell and Coach Hankins, thank you so much for the program that you have. And
blessings.
I know you have other youth. Feel free to get in touch with Straight Talk so we can have them provide them with an opportunity to come on and share their story, their journey, and how these programs have affected their lives and where they're going. Because we hear so much about negative about our young people. Let's showcase the positive. And
Tony, can I intervene with you, Tony?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I want to make sure that because there's a couple of people watching this, and so one of the brothers and sisters, his wife, Carrie Williams and Santana Williams, and their son Casey Williams, who are very powerful and influential Black people in our community.
Yes.
And Carrie and Santana both they treated us like executives. My wife and I, when we went to Atlanta this past October, and so I want to say that him and his wife is both. This is part of you guys too. It's not about just us. This is part of them as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We give them a clap praise. And since you connected with them, we believe in networking. If they ever want to come on and share their journey and what they do, it's their platform too. Because we say here at Straight Talk is the show that cares about you, where the information comes from you, the people, to the people. We're running out that time, but it's a marathon, so we're going to continue. Please get out and vote. 1965 was the act, but the act continues like the marathon. We have to vote from the top, from the bottom to the top.
Yes.
Talk to whomever you can talk to. Now, someone's not going to agree, but share this with them. It's a choice between dictatorship and democracy.
Democracy.
Democracy is not perfect. We understand that. We understand the struggles that we've been going through and can continue to go through. But we don't want to live in a democracy because all those rights that we have now or thought about having will just be a thought. It won't even happen. Our life will change. So get out and vote, support each other, love on each other, respect each other. And again, Straight Talk is the show that cares about you, where the information comes from you, the people, to the people. Be blessed. Steve, go ahead and close us out. Be blessed. Appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you.
Much love to the students.
Much love.
Much love.
Absolutely. It's been a powerful show. And all those viewers that be giving me the DMs and said you want this type of program, we're starting it. We're going to start and see if we can get it going every month for you. So as we have 100 days to election, but we got a marathon after because it just doesn't stop there. Go ahead and run that, Steve, for us.
In this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of hate. But us, we choose something different. We choose freedom. The freedom not just to get by, but get ahead. The freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a future where no child lives in poverty, where we can all afford health care, where no one is above the law. We believe in the promise of America, and we're ready to fight for it. Because when we fight, we win. So join us. Go to KamalaHarris.com and let's get to work.
I'ma keep on running cause the winner don't quit on themselves.